Hello Cancer, welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, a bonus psychic tarot reading because Cancer, you continue to have some of the highest viewership on these readings. So I'm going to continue to send you out these readings, these bonus readings. So thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. So let's get to your reading. Okay, that's a lot, Cancer. Let's see if we can get a little pithy. Let's get a more synthesized, succinct. There we go. What's hidden from Cancer? Perfect. Outcome and advice. All right. All right, Cancer, let's turn these cards over, see what we're working with here. We've got the World card, 10 of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles. World card, there's expansion, you're shifting something. If you've ended something and are moving into this expansive energy, accomplishments and achievements are here. Okay, Cancer, you've got this energy of that World card of I'm just getting started. You think that was cool. Wait till you see what's coming next. I'm getting that feeling. This is very expansive. Feels like you've already accomplished something that you've set out to accomplish. And so now there's a need for you to, 10 of Wands in reverse, let go of what's causing you burdens, streamline. There's only so much time and energy that you have. And with this expansion, it feels like as you're expanding, before you start building, you're having to streamline, let go of what is not as effective, what you're not interested in, what's exhausting you. And really, it feels like you're kind of revamping things before another expansion. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, something that's not working, letting go of what's not working, who or whatever's not working. The 5 of Pentacles I'm getting off of this is focus on what's working. Let go of what doesn't work. It feels like there's an easy workaround, an easy way. This feels just kind of, this might be around your work. All right, let's dive in. What does Cancer need to know about the World card? Page of Wands, 8 of Cups in reverse. Feels like you've been following your highest excitement, not knowing if it would pay off or not. It looks like it is. It feels like this expansion you're coming out of, there was some type of phoenix rising from the ashes type of energy. You didn't know if the actions you were going to take would create this, and it did. But 8 of Cups in reverse, there's something you're attached to, a vision, a way, a perspective. And it feels like letting that go. There's something you're letting go, streamlining, maybe several things. Tell me more. What's 7 of Swords around the 8 of Cups in reverse? Feels like you've been cutting out a lot and keeping things to yourself, keeping your own counsel, being very tactical around this. I'm also getting that you're at the next level and very capable of letting go of what doesn't work, even if there's emotional attachments. there's a lot of just getting the work done kind of tactics here that I'm getting. All right. Why is the Ten of Wands in reverse? What does Cancer need to know about the Ten of Wands in reverse? Five of Pentacles coming up again. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Fool card reversed. I'm getting the same message here, Cancer. Something about focusing on what works. To not talk about, to not emphasize what's not working, to not belabor it, but to let go of what and who's not working. If there's anything that's not adding value to what you're creating here, that's repeating cycles, there's something here, yeah, I keep getting the same message of streamlining, letting go of what doesn't work, focusing on what does work. Anything that's in that old cycle, something that didn't work, something that is not what you want to create, like streamlining, letting go. There's only so much time and energy that you have. Feels like you've been asking for help and support is what I'm feeling as well. All right. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse showing up? Okay. Magician reverse, Death card reverse, Empress, Two of Wands reverse, Six of Pentacles. I'm getting that in the past, your past didn't work. You were repeating cycles. Maybe trying to manifest for someone else, or someone else, there's some type of saboteur type of story that I'm hearing, perceiving here. And so you couldn't work. But you've got this divine feminine Empress energy here. Oh, there's a real suggestion, because of the energies, because of what's going on, to what can you let go of, what can you expand, and doing less work. Feels like there's something about creating the flow, multiple streams, flows with this divine feminine, but not having to do so much work. I don't know what that is for you, because this is a group reading. It feels like there's the potential here for you to stop efforting so much and to shift your energies, let go of what's draining you, exhausting you, burdening you. And how can you, this feels like systems and automations maybe. So you don't have to do as much work. You can be in your divine feminine energy. There's something about reimagining what you've already created here, the work that you do, so you don't have to do so much work. It feels like you might be. There's so much just working that there's something, a way you can reimagine what you do, and only you're going to know what that is. It feels very clear. Let go of what doesn't work, what's exhausting, what's draining you. Automate, create systems so things are easier, so you're not doing all the heavy lifting here. It looks like once you reimagine And then it's taking a lot less action and learning what to invest in and what not to. What's paying off and what's not paying off for you. This feels very businessy. All right, why is the Five of Pentacles here? That's interesting. Queen of Pentacles kind of popping out. There's a need to be resourceful. Train your focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. Don't amplify the things that are going wrong or incorrect. There's just like, it feels like you're shifting something. This feels like business, a project, shifting the way you're perceiving it. Focusing on what you can, letting go of what you can't. There's a real stability here. Feels like you're finding the resources. Where earlier I was saying it feels like you're asking for help, you're feeling burdened, it feels like you're figuring it out. You're finding the resources that you need to create, kind of recreate something. And streamlined, using your divine feminine energy, systems, automations, so things run smoother. So you don't have to work so hard. It feels like there's things you can do to shift. All right, let's look at what's hidden. What a gorgeous picture. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. I'm looking at the color on her dress. Gorgeous. 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. King of Swords, the Hermit reversed. This is in what's hidden, Cancer. Yes, 9 of Pentacles, abundance, independence, financial abundance. It feels like for a lot of you, you're already here at this financial abundant space. You're just streamlining. Look, I just don't want to repeat the same thing. You've been tactical, or there's a need to be tactical. You've learned King of Swords. You either are very good at this, or you're bringing in someone who's an authority who can really help you cut out what's not working and figure out what is working. And it feels like with the King of Swords, you either know this because you've gone through this experience, Cancer, and so you have the knowledge of your experience, or someone is coming in and helping you, someone who has that knowledgeable experience to help you figure this out, this streamlining. Yeah, because I don't feel like you have to do it alone. It feels like you've learned a lot. That keeps coming up too, from your travels, from whatever this is. And there's a need to really take that enlightenment from your journey and apply it. All right, what does Cancer need to know about the 9 of Pentacles in what's hidden? Page of Pentacles. So you are very adept at creating abundance. And again, you've learned how to train your focus on what you want. Same as the Queen of Pentacles. Very independent, though. Very independent financially. So you're skilled and you've got some talent that you are able to create this abundance. And you are also bringing in Page of Pentacles energy. So you've mastered something, but you also recognize that there's a need to be able to see things a different way, learn a different way of doing things. Maybe you're learning something, not getting to the level of 9 of Pentacles and then never retraining, never seeing things differently. It feels like you understand that to stay at that 9 of Pentacles, there's a need to understand how to learn things as you go, to never give up that neuroplasticity, to see things differently. Maybe this is also innovation, some type of innovative way to same things are coming up. Streamline, automate, make things simplified. So you might be learning something, a new skill. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Ooh, Five of Swords. Okay. You're being tactical about who you talk to about this, which is wise, because there are F-withs about. There are people who just don't want to see you succeed. And so just being mindful, not sharing, keeping your own counsel, not talking about this expansion, not talking about the difficulties that you're having with just anybody. There's a real maturity in how you're moving, and it shows up with how you communicate about this. I think you're just wise in being tactical and not sharing everything with everyone. All right, tell me about the King of Swords. I'm getting a real professional vibe that either you are embodying this energy and or you're also inviting someone who's an authority, judgment, expansion, someone who's got really good judgment. So it really doesn't matter if it's you or you're hiring someone, bringing someone in who has done this, someone who's a professional that can help you with this. So you have really good judgment. So that just, it feels like someone in what's hidden, whether it's you or someone else, can really help you with this expansion. Tell me about the Hermit reversed. What does Cancer need to know about the Hermit reversed? King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. There's so many earth energy pentacles. This feels very much around business, project, your 3D world. It looks like you have been on a difficult journey by yourself, maybe growing whatever this is that I've been describing, and you're very capable of growing this. And it feels like that's King of Pentacles. There might be, I like the King of Pentacles, and also sometimes the King of Pentacles can be too traditional. This is the way it's been done, and I'm getting to be innovative. Be innovative. It doesn't have to, just because it's been, maybe there's something about this that hasn't been done before. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like a new opportunity, a new way of reframing. Feels like reorganization and all the other things that I've said before. So you can invite something new, so you can have more in a more streamlined, automated, polished atmosphere. All right. In the advice and outcome, Cancer, we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Wands. All right. How many aces? That's two. Two aces. Some new energy coming in. Seven of Wands in reverse feels like you're saying you're not ready or you're feeling vulnerable, unprotected. Why does Cancer have the Seven of Wands in the outcome and advice? Why would the Seven of Wands... Okay, just seeing how those cards, where they flew out, kind of to help me inform what the message is. The Seven of Swords is coming out again. Okay. The reason why you might feel unprotected, vulnerable, or not ready is because of some past situation that I was looking at in regards to the World card before the expansion. It looks like you were repeating cycles in the past. There's something here, it feels like around your mindset that you might be afraid that you're going back and repeating cycles, but with the World card, this is new territory. So if it feels like uncertainty, that's because it's new. And so you'll have new types of challenges, not like the old challenges. And that's okay. That's actually wonderful. New challenges, new you, not going back and repeating. There's something here, it looks like you've got this. If you're feeling nervous or upset, how can you focus on what you prefer? I'm not sure. It feels like you might feel vulnerable about what you're creating because of some past vulnerabilities. Recognizing the past is the past, let it be in the past. Focus on the future or present. Focus on the present and the direction you're going. And then there's some type of contract that might be difficult for you to let go of right now. That's a challenge. What's the contract? Okay, it might be a partnership, ending of a partnership that might be making you feel vulnerable at this time, unprotected. Another ace, but this time the Ace of Wands in reverse. It looks like a past situation feels disappointing, feels like it didn't go as expected. Yeah, I feel there's this dreamy lesson. It feels like there's been a lot of lessons. A lot of trying to onboard someone, trying to find the right fit with someone else. What if that's been the case for you? It looks like with the Queen of Swords, you've learned a lot of discernment. It's not happening for naught. It's happening for you. So you could get this discernment. So you could recognize, you can make decisions and realize not just trying to make something work, but recognizing when something doesn't work and it's time to cut it off. I get the feeling, Cancer, you might just try to keep making something work, keep trying. And what I'm getting here is once you recognize it's not working, to just cut out what doesn't work. And then the Ace of Wands, it looks like following your highest excitement. Ooh, with the Chariot coming out. When you show up as yourself, Cancer, it really allows you to take advantage of these energies. It looks like you're making moves with your highest excitement. Why is the Sun in reverse? Okay. This looks really good. This whole reading looks really good. It looks like you're in a new energy, expansive. You might not feel ready for this. There's something about your past. And it's like you're showing yourself that you're not in the past, that you're in new energy. And you've got these decisions to make, figuring out how to be more in your feminine energy and allow and receive and streamline, not have to put so much work and effort into something. And it looks like very quickly you go from your highest excitement to big moves. This might be I'm seeing into next year. Okay, so what you're doing here feels like it's getting you ready for 2026 from January to your birthday. Making big moves, big expansion. And so there's a need to focus on what you want, not what you're not interested in. And what I'm getting is it's not all clear yet. The path feels like you're clearing the path now. You're streamlining, creating what you want going forward so you can have that expansion in 2026 is what it looks like. And right now there might not be a lot of clarity coming through, but world. Oh, that's the first card and the last card. It's a world sandwich reading. I love that. Okay. So Cancer, what I'm seeing with the world card, starting with the world card, is that you've already achieved some level of achievement that you said you were going to do, and you're ready for some expansion. For some of you, this will be worldwide in 2026. What you're kind of preparing for is another expansive with achievements and accomplishments. Wow, that looks very, very expansive. Making moves, showing up as yourself, going after what you desire. You might not feel like you're ready for it, but you are. All right, Cancer, that's your reading. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your likes and shares and doing all this stuff so I can expand this channel. So appreciate you, Cancer. Take care.